and who you become, and always use your inside voice when you're talking to me, so I know where you're coming from.
From the presentation to the shoe, everything about this shoe is phenomenal. Let me explain why. What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to all my returning clients. Much love and appreciation as always. But if you're new here, though, my name is Hayes, veterinarian, sneakerhead, hence the name, TheShoeVet, back again. And we're once again with everyone's favorite rabbit sneakers. Today's video, we're going over Joe's Fresh Goods and New Balance latest collaboration for us, the Joe's Fresh Goods New Balance 960 in the baby shower blue colorway. This shoe dropped about approximately a month ago. And if you were on for that drop, you know that it was unfortunately quite a mess. It was an Instagram drop, and actually on the day of release, it got so overwhelmed that it actually crashed and had to postpone the drop, I think like a day or two later. And even then, when that drop happened, there were still people that couldn't check out, so on and so forth. Now, somehow, some way, I actually had some luck on a limited shoe, and I was actually able to check in and I was able to check out actually without any hassles whatsoever. I thought this was actually quite an easy cop. No, I'm just kidding. No, it wasn't easy cop whatsoever. No, there were so many people that were on refreshing it, closing the app and everything like that, and it still wouldn't work out. So that's definitely unfortunate. There was another colorway that released with this too as well. It was like a cookie color or something like that. I wasn't feeling that one as much as this one, although in retrospect, I feel like I could probably style that one a little bit more ways than this. But what is it about this shoe that makes me say this is phenomenal, this is awesome? And I'll give you a clue. It's effort. Now, starting off the box right here, you got a customized box. So you know that I personally love a good presentation, because to me, that is part of the experience of the shoe, the unboxing. I know a lot of people like to throw their boxes away. I keep mine. So we're gonna start with the box. So the box is a full-on two-piece cardboard box. It's got NB and clouds on the front. NB obviously for New Balance. You do have some branding of JFG on the side for Joe's Fresh Goods. Made for us, a little bit of co-branding on the side too as well, NB Joe's Fresh Goods. Let me just say too that the construction of this box is very sturdy. It makes it seem like a very quality product. When you open the top, you do have some writing on the inside. Shh, be quiet, our imaginations are speaking. Again, it makes this shoe very personal. I think that is what I'm looking for. That's what's in my head. That's what I'm trying to get out. You know, from the unboxing to the shoe itself, to the whole rollout, this shoe is very personal, all right? Once you open up the box, you get not one, not two, but three extra color laces. You have a clean white, you have a pink, and then you have like this kind of teal color that almost matches the color of the box. It's a little bit lighter, but it's pretty close. Open up the tissue paper, and of course, the only thing left in there are the shoes. I'm going to take out just one. These are some pretty big shoes. They are, for the most part, symmetrical, aside from the embroidery on the back. I think it's the left shoe, if I'm not mistaken, that has inside, and yeah, the right shoe has voices. But either way, dude, what are you doing? Either way though, this is the shoe right here, the Joe's Fresh Goods New Balance 9060 in the baby shower blue color. And let me tell you, this shoe is clean. This is such a smooth shoe. It's a very soft shoe, very, very soft shoe. And I just love that name, baby shower blue, because with that name and the color palette, it's a very light, soft, delicate, shoe. And it's like, I know it's a chunky shoe and everything like that, but again, man, these color palettes, man, with the colorway name choice, it just adds it's that extra amount of effort, those extra details that makes this whole process of unboxing, looking at the shoe, wearing the shoe, etc. It makes that whole process just phenomenally great, okay? So let's go ahead and start breaking down this shoe. As far as material, you have different mixes of mesh, suede, and rubber. Color-wise, you have like kind of like a light peach color, a more vibrant pink, teal blue, and of course some white in there. Running down the shoe, we're gonna start at the tongue. The tongue has a little bit of branding on there, NB 9060. You do have cotton laces that are crisscrossing through. They're flat, and this one is kind of like that peachy color to me. Running down to the toe box. The toe box is in mesh that has some outlines in suede. Moving on to the mid panel of the upper on both the lateral and medial aspect, you do have an N logo, and obviously for New Balance. On the lateral aspect only, you have a 90/60 tag. Of course, this is the silhouette of the shoe. The sock liner inside is kind of padded and has like this like a little quilted pattern in there. And I'm gonna kind of double back to why I like that part too as well. Moving on to the back of the heel, you have JFG for Joe's Fresh Goods, little panel suede, and of course, depending on the shoe. On the right shoe, you have Voices, and on the left shoe, you have Inside. You do have this plastic heel counter with New Balance on it. You have a rubber midsole on there with Absorb technology. On the outsole, it's a rubbery outsole with kind of two different shades of pink. You have like the more pink. You have the more vibrant pink for the most part, and on like the outermost part of it, you do have like it's almost like a really light peach color with some white diamonds in there. As far as the insole goes, you have JFG for obviously Joe's Fresh Goods and kind of like this almost tie-dye kind of like colorway pattern. And that's essentially gonna be it as far as the rundown of the shoe. As far as sizing, I got mine a size 9, and that's what I always do for any New Balance shoes. I feel like New Balance shoes, they do fit a little bit long in my opinion, so I always go down half a size. That is always what's worked for me, and that's no different here. It's a nice snug fit, but it's not too tight. Excellent comfort and everything like that too as well. You guys know New Balance. I mean, New Balance has never really made an uncomfortable shoe in my opinion. And that is pretty much gonna be the rundown of the shoe as far as the materials, details, as well as the sizing. But why is it that I really like this shoe? Let's get into that. Well, like I said, the main thing is just effort. So inside Voices, if you watch the trailer, the rollout for the shoe, you see he did inside, a Chicago house, and it was very wholesome, very homely, like it was very wholesome. It kind of reminds you a lot of home. And if you think about it, home is supposed to be that soft place of love. And so I think that really works well with one, the soft color palette. And then two, you kind of have like this quilted liner. And so a quilted liner, you think of something like a, really comfortable, quilt or, bedspread or something like that, that you just kind of, you go home, you haven't been home in, months or years. And the one thing you want to do is snuggle under that quilt. And that's gonna, or even take it with you, and it's gonna remind you of home. That's kind of how I look at it, at least. And so again, it's details like that that really sets this shoe off for me. One of the big reasons why I wanted the baby shower blue colorway. Never mind the fact that it was considered the limited one too. But yeah, I think that whole rollout, the whole story behind, the name, the colorway, the details like this quilted sock liner in there, perfect. But we're not gonna sit here with the shoe on a wall or something like that. We're gonna wear them. So with that being said, how would I style these shoes? So of course the theme of this shoe is definitely wholesomeness. Very soft, very cozy. So this is kind of a cheat code, but of course sweatpants, crew neck, or a hoodie, that's definitely the way to go. I'm gonna go with my trusty dusty Aimee Leon Dore oatmeal set because you honestly can't go wrong with it. But yeah, that oatmeal coloring is kind of like a soft color. I think that goes well with this. Wear some pink socks. The pink obviously going into the pink of the sock liner in the shoe. So of course that is gonna work out just well. And I think that's kind of the idea of how this shoe is meant to be worn. But some other thing you can do too as well, another way you can style it, of course I'm gonna make it a little more dressed up. You can kind of think of like an experimental one, but this is a big shoe. And so with me, big shoes, I tend to wear, big pants or flared pants, which I prefer. So of course we're gonna go up with some, we're gonna start from the ground up. And so I paired these with some Amiri flared pants jeans. We got a belt, white t-shirt, the white obviously coordinating with the white in the shoe. And then I really wish I had like a regular like yellow button-up shirt, but I don't. So the next best thing I can think of is going with this yellow Rico shirt. Now obviously this shoe doesn't have any yellow in it whatsoever, but it kinda almost goes in with this peach, kinda sorta, but it's still kind of like a bright color, which is obviously the color scheme of the shoe. These are somewhat of a bright color, a little bit dulled down. They're not as loud maybe as this, but I do think this yellow is soft enough to still kind of blend in, but not take too much away from the shoe. So that's kind of my idea of styling it with this. Let me know what you guys think about it. That being said though, this shoe is absolutely phenomenal. If you did not pick this up, do I think this is good enough to buy on the resale market? Absolutely. I really don't think it's going for too much above retail. So if you didn't pick this up, it's definitely unfortunate. I know he is going to roll out a Joe's Fresh Goods Vans collection or collab soon. And I think he's gonna do it on the website because he's kind of just like, yeah, that Instagram drop wasn't gonna work out. But yeah, I would definitely recommend picking up this shoe if you were not able to do so. That being said though, that's gonna be it in today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys become a client. You do that by hitting the description down below. As well as hit the notification bell so you'll be notified next appointment. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. The handle is at drhayes91. That'll be in the description box down below too as well. Hope you guys have a great day. See you in the next video.